I finally understand color theory. I've heard color theory thrown around all my life. Color theory this, color theory that. Not really. But I don't know if I could tell you what color theory means besides like maybe what colors look good together. I'm going to look it up. Color theory. What is color theory? It's a study of how colors work together and affect our emotions and perceptions. This has nothing to do. Well, maybe it does. Yes, it does. Symbolism. Okay, perfect. This actually has everything to do with color theory, and I understand it now. Okay. So my other channel, Green Means Go, I was going to create a video in which I gave every NFL team a Christmas present. So what I wanted to do was make the backgrounds Christmas themed. And I thought, okay, perfect. We'll do like a little Christmas present. We'll have the team logo up in the corner and I'll go through each one. There's 32 teams. There's 8 different divisions. If I do 4 different colored presents, I can do 1 color per team per division, right? Had it all planned out. And all this is important, guys. So, gosh, when I start talking a lot, I got to burp. All this is important. So that's why I'm explaining it to you. So that is why you see 4 different colors down here. Now, I wanted them to be Christmas colored, and I think we can all agree that all of these do have some resemblance or meaning to Christmas. If you Google Christmas colors, all right, it's kind of hard to find anything outside of red, green, gold, red, green, white, red, green, white, gold, right? Like there's some gold. So that's why I decided on gold, blue. You know, we had to work with what we had, which was next to nothing. These were the 4 I decided on. And I've marked these real because I don't want to change these because these are finalized. But I want to show you the process of this and how I came to understand color theory. And you guys are going to say I'm an absolute idiot, and that's totally valid. This is what I had. Okay, this is what I had, and I called my wife in. And typically, I don't do that for my YouTube channel. It's weird to talk about a YouTube channel sometimes with your wife, and maybe it shouldn't be. But like I've said in other videos, I feel pressure to do this, and so the less I talk about it, the more if it fails, maybe it won't hurt so bad. So I don't always discuss my videos with her, right? I want to one day be able to wake her up and say, look how much money I made on YouTube, and have her kind of be shocked about it. Not like, well, yeah, of course you did. You've updated me along the way and you worked hard at it, right? Like I can't accept that for myself, which where's my therapist? So I had this. Okay. And she came in and I said, what do you think? Like truly, like my wife has an eye for this stuff. I don't understand it. Okay. I flat out don't understand it. Right. I think I have a pretty good idea of what looks good and what doesn't. Like if I had to stack the shelves, what's it called? Pack the quartz. Where I put the candles on the books and the little figurines, like my built-ins. If I had to stage them, I like to think if we each picked one, I got left, she got right, and a guest came in, they would have a hard time determining who did it. Okay. I typically match well. All right. I for the most part, right? I do have the Nike here and the Nike here. I try to pay attention to that kind of thing. All right. But I thought this was good. Okay, and I want to show you these other ones that I had, or roughly these other ones. Okay, if we want to change that, it was closer to that. Okay. If you want to change this, it was closer to. This one was bad. No, it wasn't quite that bad. But it was definitely more like orange red. Like that. Not quite that bad either, but you get the idea, okay? It wasn't the correct color. All right, it wasn't that bad, I promise, but it was let's just focus on these 2, right? She said, I don't like the blue and I don't like the green. I said, well, why? Like, it looks good to me. Like, I would have rolled with this normally. And she says, it's too bright. What? Of course it's bright. It has to stand out. And she looked at this and I said, wait a second. This looks more like, hey, you're invited to my bachelor. You're going to be my bachelor. Here's your invite to my bachelor party. If guys made really fancy bachelor party, it's going to be a boy, right? Logan's first birthday. Okay. It doesn't look like Christmas. And it hit me. Okay. And so then we started playing around with the colors and we started saying, okay, that looks better. Yeah, wait, that actually looks like it could be Christmas. And just that small, like it's blue, guys, it's blue. But that small change in blue tells us that it's Christmas. right? And look at this one, okay? And you may look at that and you may say, that doesn't look too bad. That's fine. And I may look at it and say, this is a present. You bring a T-Rex on his birthday, potentially. Come to my Halloween party, right? That brighter green says, wear your best costume, right? But by a small little, not that, definitely not that. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. A small little change in that versus that, right? This one says, it doesn't say Christmas. This one says Christmas. Okay. So I don't know if this is normal behavior. Stop. Okay. I don't know if this is something that everyone understands. I don't like the male, oh, it's a male thing, oh, it's a female thing, because I think that's a stupid way to look at the world. But maybe there are some explanations about that. Um, maybe I need to have intentional appreciation of what my wife can do and do well, right? Like, she's good at this stuff. She fixed this. If I would have published this on YouTube prior, you would have been like, who's this? Who's wrapping these gifts? Definitely a man, right? I think that's the right yellow. It's still a little, it doesn't quite match the palette. It's a little too bright. See, let's see if we can fix this one live. This is the real. I better not do the real, just in case I want to undo it. Let's go back to this one. Okay, so I said that this isn't gold enough, right? And I think someone who understands color theory would be able to say gold is closer to orange than it is yellow and green, which I think is true. It's darker, right? So we're going to slide this back and say that gold is closer to here. Okay. Oh my goodness. I might understand color theory. Maybe a little lighter? Maybe a little lighter? It's hard to do this in like really small motions. There it is. Now compare that to that. This is way more Christmas. Like, I didn't realize that. Like, conceptually, I didn't understand what I was doing, right? Of course, this looks ridiculous. But before I showed you this, you wouldn't have said this looked ridiculous at all, right? This is more like this, is more like this, is more like this. But I would... That's color theory, baby. I mean, for crying out loud. Now, I'm scared because what if I tweak this more and it looks even more, and then I go back to this one and I think, oh, that wasn't even close, right? Like, how deep does this go until I'm just matching the color exactly? My wife is awesome. Color theory is awesome. Explore your passions and have a good night.